For many of us, Easter is a day of beautiful rituals, family gatherings, and songs about resurrection. And that's good. But I want to speak for a moment about what Easter actually asks of us. Not as a religious performance, but as a deeply human invitation. Jesus didn't rise so we could stay comfortable in our old patterns. He rose so we could finally stop running from the tomb inside ourselves. Think about it. Before the resurrection came the cross. Before the empty tomb came the long, dark Friday where everything looked like failure. Before the joy of new life came the raw, unbearable grief of letting go. That is the pattern woven into the story. Death first, then resurrection. Not the other way around. Most of us want the resurrection part without the tomb. We want the new beginning without sitting with what has to die. The old safety scripts, the hidden fears, the ways we smooth over discomfort instead of meeting it honestly. We want to skip the fertile ground of suffering and jump straight to the pretty flowers, but Jesus didn't skip it. He went all the way to the pain, the betrayal, the abandonment, the physical and emotional agony. He let it break him open, and only then, only after the full weight of Friday and the silence of Saturday, did something new rise. That's the part that still moves me, year after year. Because I know what it feels like to carry my own tomb. The old childhood drives that still whisper, earn approval, chase reward, secure safety. That quiet sabotage that looks like productivity on the outside but leaves me fragmented on the inside. The parts of me I've tried to smooth over or perform around instead of letting them be seen. Easter asks me, and all of us, a simple, uncomfortable question. Are you willing to let what needs to die actually die, so that something truer can rise? Not by forcing it, not by pretending the pain isn't real, but by staying present with the raw material of your life the way Jesus stayed present with his. That means sitting with the grief instead of numbing it. Naming the hidden reasoning instead of arguing with the surface. Taking one small, honest step of courage or respect or temperance instead of reaching for the old familiar escape. It means accepting that the fertile ground is often dark and messy, and trusting, even when it feels impossible, that new life can still grow from it. This Easter, I'm not here to give you a perfect spiritual formula. I'm here to remind you of the same invitation I keep receiving. You don't have to stay in the tomb of your old patterns. You don't have to keep performing a version of yourself that feels safer or smaller. You're allowed to let what needs to die, die. Gently, honestly, with compassion for the parts of you that are scared. And when you do, something real can rise. Not overnight, not perfectly, but slowly, faithfully, like a seed breaking open in good soil. Jesus showed us the way. He didn't bypass the cross. And on the other side was life that death could not hold. So wherever you are, whether you're feeling the weight of your own Friday, the silence of your own Saturday, or the first faint hope of Sunday, know this. You're not alone in the tomb. The same love that raised Jesus is still at work in the raw, fertile ground of your life. Let what needs to die, die. Stay present with what is. Take one small, honest step today, and trust that new life is already stirring, even if you can't see it.